All right, we are rejoining Karuta. You guys have successfully navigated the Cave of Wonders. You guys handled the Hall of Whispering Wishes and Mirrors as you guys handled your own individualized puzzles. You also saw or had audience with the god Set, who offered each of you individual deals in order for you guys to relinquish the lamp from Caligula and Nidell and make your final wish, which he promises you will not consume you like the other previous wishers have. Some of you took the deal, others of you passed upon it, and you guys found yourselves in another room where you quickly made sense of another puzzle, revealing the final hallway towards this chamber, where you guys come face to face with Caligula and Nidell in front of a long banquet table. And that is where we'll kick off. Before I get started, does anybody have any questions or did I leave anything important out?
Could you remind us what the gifts from Set were?
Oh shoot, yes, and I did say I was gonna get you character. Damn it, I didn't do any of that. Um,
That's okay. Just hey, here's what you got would do for.
yeah, let me go back and get that. Uh, Lorna, you drank the cup of blood, right?
It was blood, gold, and silver, yeah.
Yes, because the rest of us are like, the fuck you mean you had to drink something?
um,
Yeah.
That was like, man, I can't believe you actually did it.
Damn, bro, okay.
Yeah, like literally, I just had to say, "Yep, I take your deal."
I mean, maybe she didn't even have to drink it. It was pouring in front of her. It's just like, this is the deal. It's a physical. Okay, cool. Yep.
I was just messing around. I didn't think you would actually do it.
All right. So, is it okay? Do you want item cards, or you just want me to dump it in chat?
Just chat is fine.
So this is for Lorna. So that is for you, Lorna. And then, who took the Onk deal? I can't remember. Was that Callie?
Is that the one where basically if they try to die, or if they try not to die, I can go nuh-uh? If they try, it's basically if they try. How did I write it down? Can negate Tiefling rebirth. If they try and do that little rebirth thingy, they take 10d10 necrotic damage.
Here it is. For you. That is your thing, and then I believe Salim, you took the other deal, right? Correct, or did somebody else take the last one?
I'm pretty
No,
sure
it's
it's
Salim.
Salim.
Because the other two said no. Do I still do 10 necrotic damage, or did I make that shit up?
Is that- So a wish echo is essentially like a fate token, Salim. I don't have an exact write out of it. But what it does is you can reroll any dice one time, or you can make an enemy re-roll their dice, or you can use them to help an ally, like a roll against them or for them with your wish echo if you'd like. And I think that's everything. Everyone got what they need then? All right. So I'll rewind just a little bit as you guys are going down the hallway. So as the echo of your footfalls fade, you smell sweet spice and flavors and all different other good roasted smells kind of wafting down the shadowed corridor. You pass the ancient gilded columns carved with forgotten sigils of flame, and some of them are cracked but pulsing dimly, like they're kind of watching. Then you see it. The chamber blossoms before you. A vast hall lit by ever-burning torches suspended in impossible space, their flame curling upside down from the vaulted obsidian ceiling. A single banquet table stretches before a burning altar. Golden plates shimmer with food too perfect to be real. Behind it, reclining atop a silken throne of red gold mist, is her. She lounges radiant and dangerous, as her smile is cutting as it is beautiful. She wears black armor, but also is draped in fine silks that shimmer. She plays with a goblet in one of her hands, swirling the magic, looking into it, as if she's addressing you directly through her glass of wine before you guys step into the hall proper. Behind her stands Nidell, silent, arms folded. His cloak and his wings are stark contrast, but they and his eyes kind of burn with unspoken hatred in your direction. He's not sitting, he's not drinking, he's waiting. Caligula speaks out. Ah, Karuda, bold and beloved, you made it through my poor cave's little trials. Forgive the sand traps, the illusions, the occasional djinn. You know how cursed treasure gets. A little moody. She gets up from her seat and starts to walk the length of the table, approaching you all, trailing a hand across the feast's edge. Her eyes burn into each of yours. But tonight, we feast. You'll find no poisoned apples here. No. Only choices. Freedom, and perhaps a wish. She raises her glass, kind of her eyes flicking to the lamp that's floating on the pedestal behind the table. Just place your pretty little relics on the table. I'll even let you whisper to the lamp. One wish, one dream. Imagine what you could undo or unmake. Please, sit. Let's dine, chat. You have many stories to tell, and I have many, you have piqued many of my interests. And she kind of starts walking back around the table a little bit, back to where she was a little sitting. And takes her seat back at the table and invites you all to sit down at the table.
Right. What makes you think that we want to talk?
I think we both have a lot to discuss. I think we all have interesting things that we bring to the table.
Uh-huh. And does any of that involve you killing your brothers and sisters to give us the keys?
Oh no! No. That shall not be happening.
Then what exactly is there to talk about?
Perhaps you can help us and see the folly of your ways. See, we are not your enemies. We seek the same
No.
thing you want. We want to end this petty cycle of death and life and rinse and repeat.
So
We
you're
want the same thing that you want.
so you're willing to kill your mistress and Merlin, right? Or are you just trying to kill one of them?
All that matters is Chernobog being freed from his prison and him defeating Merlin once and for all.
No. That doesn't end it.
Nope.
You know that doesn't end it. You have to. As long as you two have been around.
I'm Shooting around certain details, I'm sure my
Mm-hmm.
former brothers and sisters have already shared with you in the past.
You mean like the fact that you don't really want it to end, you want to win?
Once Chernobog consumes Merlin, all will be set right. There will be no darkness or light. There will be no need for relics. It'll be something completely new that the world really would benefit from.
How?
By ending all of our curses. Us, your existence, freeing us from this horrific place we call home, and letting us all finally rest while the true being becomes whole again.
You're meaning
That's
ending the world.
certainly sounds like everybody dies.
Clean slate,
And
think how much better it would be to start over fresh.
no. You said die. Not start over, not be made anew. Go to sleep. Dead.
Let's
Or
think of
you,
all
you
of the endless pain that you would save future generations from. Please sit. There's plenty of food to eat. And she reaches forward and grabs a few grapes.
what future generations? If we go with your plan, there's nothing left.
Oh, once Chernobog becomes the being he's destined to become, he will do with the world as he wishes.
Which is what? What does he wish and what will he become, do you know? Are you trying to convince us of something you don't know about?
There's no reason to be coy anymore. I'm sure
Yeah, you
we've
are.
learned things along the way. But once Chernobog becomes Amon, everything will be new. There will be no more. It'll all be reset.
He's silent. Does that name sound familiar?
Yes, it does. Let me look it up real quick because I can't remember where you heard it from. Shoot, where did you hear Amon last?
That's a good question, because I don't know.
I believe you learned it when you got you learned the spell of binding.
Yeah. Because we got a whole
The
bunch of lore there too.
right. So I believe that's where you got it from. The map maker
Yeah.
in the time chamber, which was quite a while away. So don't feel bad if you don't remember, because I'm a little fuzzy on it now. But I believe that's where you learned or heard the name Amon before. And you guys have, over your time and adventures, have put together over things from the map maker, things from Sivius, and the others that you've dispatched. We've learned little tidbits over time that essentially the ritual is to combine the two, Amon and Chernobog, to end the cycle. You do not know, however, what Amon will intend to do once formed, because
Wait,
Amon is
get
still
Amon and Merlin to end the cycle, or Amon and Chernobog?
once Chernobog consumes or merges with, or is sealed or bound to, once Merlin is bound to Merlin through that spell of binding, he will be reunited and reformed as Amon.
Okay. So it's Merlin plus Chernobog.
Correct. That sounds complicated, just recapping that. So, anyways, she looks to each one of you, though, but there's so much that we can offer one another if we just work together. Perhaps you don't want to give your relics up. I see. They'll become ours in no time. Alright, you disappeared from my Cave of Wonders. I imagine that Set is not too happy what has become of his lamp during our stay here in this cave. And I'm sure he's told you all sorts of terrible lies about me and my brothers.
You'd be surprised how much he didn't lie.
Yeah. And how much we've already heard about you from others, and, really we don't want to be friends.
But also, I'm curious, in your fantasy where we go with you, why do you get to keep the relics?
Oh, we all will go back to the Empress and aboard her ship and make way to the chamber. I'm sorry, to the resting place of Chernabog. Undoubtedly find the waiting Merlin, the one that keeps him at bay, and we will free our savior. All of us together.
And that involves us giving you the relics? Or are you just trying to pretend you didn't say that part?
Well, of course, I assume you, the ones that have your both keys, would like to keep your own. But however, I'd like to, uh, you know, plead to your senses to clearly relinquish the white and red key to my brother and me. We are undoubtedly the original owners, anyways.
Yeah. So, if you lost them the first time, why should you keep them?
Exactly.
Didn't you already fail?
Merlin's dirty tricks and lies that led to our failure. It's all his fault in the first place.
Yes.
He led
I'm
us
sure.
astray, just like he led our last predecessors, or I'm sorry, the next set of followers. Has he led them astray? What thinks he'll lead you three, or your lot, anywhere different than the previous set?
Because we're not
If you're
following
going to be
him.
a tool in this cosmic cycle, why don't you be a tool and a weapon for the winning side?
You know, there's an old saying involving tools. A situation is what you make of it. If you only see yourself as a tool and not as somebody who can change things, aren't you forever destined to be a tool? I'm sorry you see yourself so little. Most of us can't relate. So perhaps, if you're tired of being a weapon or a tool, or any other word similar to those that is so beneath everybody, why don't you give it to the ones who aren't? So we can end the cycle. You're right, we do have the same goals, end all of this suffering. But I don't think your plan's going to work. And you don't either with your former teammates dying, committing suicide. You don't want to see them again in the same situation you are in, right? Maybe it's time to stop doing the same thing.
Go ahead and give me an insight check. And anyone else at this time can ask to do other types of checks, anything they'd like to look into, such as the table of food, what's going on with Nidell, what's going on with Caligra. Just let me know what the group would like to kind of do. But go ahead and give me an insight check there, Callie.
22.
Okay. All right. Anyone else doing anything else at this time as this conversation is kind of unfolding?
What's the lighting situation in this room?
With the flames burning and the candles of the room, the main a lot of the main area is well lit, but there are nooks of shadow along the edges of the room.
Okay, well that would look suspicious if I just walk over to the edge of the room, so...
I mean, I'm doing my best to try to draw their attention, so if the sneaky ones want to go do sneaky shit,
Yes.
I figured Lorna and I can't really hide.
Yeah. Skybor can turn into a mouse and hide in a pocket, so...
They are well aware of all 5 of you being there.
Yes.
All right. Well, Callie, as you, oh, sorry. Go ahead, Lorna.
Lorna was watching Nidell, like, kind of briefly looking over to Calligra, but, like, primary focus on Nidell and his thoughts. I don't know.
Sure. Go ahead and give me an insight check,
Yeah.
and I'll go ahead and give you. Or no, that's wisdom, not charisma.
Okay.
Hey, there you go.
I'll take it.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and give you guys both what you guys are gleaning from Nidell and Calligra. So, Callie, you were kind of picking up that Calligra is having a blast of just talking and chatting with you and going back and forth about this topic of you guys becoming allies rather than enemies and help complete what they, her former brothers and sisters were not able to help them complete before. But you can also tell she's stalling. She wants something to unfold. You're not exactly sure what. Is it she wants that to reveal his interference? Or does she truly expect you guys to surrender a relic? She's not. This definitely is a play, but she is genuinely engaged in the conversation. Lorna, you see Nidell is barely containing himself. He's not interested in the negotiation. You could feel his anger. There's also kind of a hint of fear of what you're not certain. Is it losing control of the lamp, or because he's encountered your group and knows that there's an unknown advantage, or you guys have I'm sorry, I'm running out of words to put this eloquently, but you guys ain't no joke. um,
Basically, we're a giant mystery box, and he doesn't know what the fuck's in it.
Yeah. He doesn't know what new stuff we have. She's gonna look at him. I feel like she's just staring at him. And she just gets this, like, wicked, classic barbarian, I'm also feeling this anger grin. And she winks at him. Like, I see you. I see you, bud. Do it. I dare ya.
While Lorna is staring down this dude, I have telepathy up to 60 feet. I will tell whomever is all... I'm assuming we're all still together. It's like individually, you'll all in your head just get, she's stalling for something.
Are we able to talk back?
Of course.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm not 100. Hang on, let me double check. It's a
I don't
feature
think
thing.
it does. It's not like sending or message or whatever. Could be wrong. While you're checking, I should be taking this opportunity to finish this stupid character sheet.
No, only I can do. I can talk to you, you can't talk back.
Damn. Lorna absolutely talks back in her head thinking you totally heard what she said. It's fine.
She just gives you a assured look like, got it?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Let's see here. So, are we going to sit and dine like civilized folks, or are you just not interested in my company and me and my brother's company at all, and just ready to hand over your relics a more difficult way?
Pretty sure that's what Nidell wants. He's eager. He's waiting for the fight. I think if we handed you our keys, we'd be at a disadvantage, so I think we'll keep them.
Nidell. Finally, his temper cannot be to contain anymore. He steps forward at least. His voice is kind of abrupt as he says, "You think this is a choice? We tried to play this game as politely as possible to my disapproval, but you don't have a choice." He slaps down a scroll on the table, and you see this kind of holographic, kind of arcane, uh, display image appear, and it starts hovering over the table, kind of filling up the chamber of this room, and you see the floating fortress of the Empress back in the Western Kingdoms. It's hovering menacingly over the Dragon Fang Forest where you guys originally traveled to find the first relic that from Elio that Lorna has. It's towering, high in the sky over the trees, and you see the forces of the Forgotten that amass there. You see the destruction of the landscape of the rest of the kingdoms, all now barricading and fortifying what they can in Glimmerdeer, and while reinforcements come in from Espa. The tower hovers and levitates there, but it almost seems like as if it's looking in the direction of Glimmerdeer itself. I'm done playing games with you all. I'm not about to play fair. Give us the keys, or see Glimmerdeer burn.
Silent, you are evil. There's like that break in the facade of Lorna just for like a second. And what guarantee do you have that you would pull all of your forces back?
I have no intentions of pulling our forces back. But the Empress will be preoccupied with other efforts elsewhere. Again, Chernobog, Amon, lots of things to do, so little time. As he kind of gives a scolding look to his sister, she kind of shoots daggers back at him, and this will be kind of the first time his serious and intenseness is checked. And he kind of instead of losing face, he kind of retargets his glare back upon you guys.
Question for you before any of this is decided. I point to the holographic thing. Why did you show us that? You just said yourself you can't stop it. So what is this supposed to do other than piss her off?
Piss who off?
Oh, I point to Lorna, who's, I'm imagining, is about as angry as he was like a second ago.
You see,
You showed us the fortress. You can't stop it. So even if we gave it to you,
message
what?
to my brother to tell him we are on our way back with the other white and red key. I'm sure we could redirect his intentions.
How sure is he
He
that
is.
he can redirect their intentions?
I insight check him.
I don't believe he can.
I'll say something also in response. Okay.
It's a 13.
Okay. Let me roll. He Seems like he's being as straight up as he can be, or from what you could tell, he's being as direct as possible. And I'm so sorry. Can you ask me your question one more time? Because I had a thought when you said it, and then that's what made me think what he was going to say in response.
If you can't stop this, why did you show it to us?
He says, "Quill awaits our our word that we have or have not dealt with Karuda. If he doesn't hear back from us, the chips lie where they lie. If he does hear from us before a certain period of time, we move on to bigger fish to fry." Is there difficult odds? Would you guys like an above table discussion?
I mean, I just don't want to make this decision for everybody and no one else is saying anything.
I feel like we need a slight up table, yes.
Go ahead and have an above table conversation. I don't want anyone to fly dark, and this is a big one.
Yeah.
And also, I do want to give you guys time to be clever and witty here.
Yeah.
So you have several things on the table for you, such as giving up your relics. They're offering you to use the last wish of the lamp. You've been promised by Set, which Callie has confirmed that he was genuine, that it would not consume the last wish bearer, as it is the final 1000th wish to complete the curse or the effects of Jafar. I think that's everything. I don't want to leave anything off the table as you guys kind of deliberate. So go ahead, and if you guys got any questions for me, let me know.
I'll throw in my 2 cents.
Sure.
So, I'm not saying I'm going to do this, but if no one comes up with anything, Skybor will initiate combat. Because
Skybor.
yeah, because my way of thinking is we are caught in a metaphorical trap, and like most wild animals that are caught in traps, they will chew off their leg to survive. And if that means sacrificing an entire kingdom to beat these people so that we can win the entire war, then so be it.
I have a weird idea that I'm not sure will work, but because like she's having way too much fun being the cat who can see the mouse and the canary and is trying to figure out which one she can get out. He's a ticking time bomb.
Oh yeah.
And they both
Try to
think
pit them against each other.
that wasn't what I was thinking because I don't. Well, actually, that might work. My thought was if we could get them to like spar with us for like who gets to actually win, but like not kill each other.
Oh.
He's gonna snap first. And also, I don't think Cronus would actually not try to kill him.
Oh, no.
Or Lorna. Yeah. So we could try to turn them against each other, or we could just lay a trap and hope ours springs first. By making it non-fatal. But with as often as all of us use magic, that's not really an opportunity. Let me check for face. That is really a possibility.
I think turning them against each other is probably the best bet, because then it divides them,
Yeah.
which makes it easier for us. Not to mention, it would also keep him from
going at us first.
yeah,
At least.
green lighting the attack.
Yeah. Yeah. So how do we do that? How do we pit them against each other?
Oh, they have different ideologies.
Oh, it's easy.
Yeah.
We sit at the table and stall.
But the thing is, she's stalling for a reason.
Yeah.
And if we're going to play along with that, then whatever she wants is going to happen.
But is the reason she's stalling the same reason he was kind of wary of us?
I don't think
don't
that's
know what-
connected.
Hmm? They don't know what the fuck we have. Or if Set gave us anything. She may have a trap.
What if the trap is sitting at the table, or what if she's stalling for time? Because what he said was true. If his brother doesn't hear from him within a certain amount of time, right? So what if she's stalling to get that time to progress for it just to go off? Or it could be a trap. One of the two.
This is all a trap.
Oh, yeah, more of a trap.
What if we just kill them both and then wish for Quill to be brought to us?
Ooh.
He's stronger than we are after we kick both of these two's asses.
Yes, because that's going to take a lot.
However, that's not a bad idea.
That's really not a bad idea for the wish.
Except, this isn't what we're supposed to be talking about, but instead of sending him to us, what if we just
Go to him.
wish that, no, high-ranking members of the Forgotten, including Quill, and other named mistress, or whatever her fucking name is,
Maleficent.
just, like, we're scattered
Yeah.
throughout dimensions.
Yeah.
Some of them could probably get back, but how many?
It would take time.
You guys keep discussing. I'm gonna say goodnight real quick, kiddos. This way, I also can't unfoil your plans. Terrific.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure they're set up to be turned on each other, but we would have to get him to break it.
Yeah.
And he's already, like, cooled his jets a little bit.
What if we do it like... Oh, I don't know how to word this.
Say some words. I could probably figure it out.
Like, say to him, like, oh, she's, doing all the talking clearly while you're the smart one, and blah, 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 and, like, I don't know. You came up with the plan, you're the one holding the scroll and the power to do all this. Why are you letting her talk in the first place, and blah, 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 and... I don't know.
Basically, your whole thing is like, okay, who's really in charge?
Yeah, and then that's
Who do
gonna
I
take
surrender
him off.
to?
But that's also
Yeah.
going to take him off, and then he's going to break first. I don't know.
You could also throw in a, so do we need to wait for Quill to surrender, or can one of you two do it effectively and, like, correctly?
Exactly. Oh boy. So what are we going with? Are we going to do the sparring, try and turn them, or just yeet ourselves into combat?
I mean, really, yeeting's not an awful idea.
It's not.
But we still don't know what the fuck this table's about.
It's probably them just being fancy and,
It's her. This is so not him.
Exactly. I don't
But
know.
why?
Because she's over the top?
This is a different level of dramatics.
was gonna say, does anybody have detect magic? But that's
Casting a spell.
yeah. Hey, Skyboard, do you want to say you're looking at the table to see what the fuck is up with the table?
Say what?
Do you want to say that Skyboard is looking at the table, seeing why the fuck there's even a table here? Like, it's so out of place. What's behind it?
You want me to insight the table?
I want you to fucking insight the table.
Basically. Why the fuck did she lay out a feast of
Yeah.
food that apparently she's actually eating from?
Okay, I mean, I guess I could insight a table, I guess.
It's more like perception, right? Because you're looking at the table. You're trying to see, like, what...
Okay, I see a table.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Secret things.
but this
hidden.
is Skybor. How did they get
table
all
is
this
serving
food
its
here?
purpose here.
How did they get
I-
all of this food in a fucking cave?
Alright, that will be investigation, and I don't think y'all want me to do that.
Hey, Celine.
I mean, you could always try and see if the food is real, how they get it here. Why is it here?
I got
Honestly,
a
just
dog
cra-
for that. Hang on. What can my dog do? Did it.
Like, is it real? Is it poisonous?
Yeah.
The fuck's this bitch playing it?
My dog can't help. Okay.
Damn.
All right.
They want me to
Delivery.
insight the table.
They want you to what?
They
Guy
want me
War's
to
gonna look at the
insight the
table.
table.
You can make an Arcana check on the table if you'd like.
Sure, I will Arcana check the table. A 4.
Oh.
Food looks delicious.
Salim's mic isn't working.
But you notice
Oh,
that now that
that's fine.
Didel has laid out the scroll, that Clicker not as chatty as she once was, and she seems to be studying Nidell closely because he's clearly snapped, and she doesn't know what his next She's trying to figure out what his exact next steps are. You'll notice that they give each other knowingly looks from time to time as if they are speaking to one another without words. But that is before you.
So, you two didn't quite figure out what to do when we got to this point, huh? Threaten us. Try to be nice. Lay down food. Threaten people we care about. Which one is it exactly? Who's in charge?
Ligra looks at you. She kind of wastes a breath. I really wish you, because I'm done with these games, and why are we negotiating with rats? You see him cast familiar spell of sending.
I throw a javelin in his chest.
Well, that
Does
starts
anyone-
off this fight.
All right. Let's do hold on, let me clear the initiative order real quick.
Do we not have counterspell?
No.
No, Anika died.
Yeah.
And you died.
Alright, cool beans.
Oh, I saw Salim's mic light up.
Yeah, I'm on my phone now. Can you hear me now?
Hey!
Yay.
All right.
Yes,
So I'm
would you
using
like
my
to
phone.
add to this fuckery?
No, I was just looking for a chair with a booster seat at the table.
Well, you may not need the chair anymore.
Nope.
Okay.
You don't happen to have counterspell or like a scroll of counterspell or.
No.
Cool. Cool.
What spell? I was off when that part went through. What spell did they do?
Sending.
Oh, he's
Sending.
casting sending.
And Lorna.
Actually, does
Snaps.
sending have to be vocal?
Yeah.
No.
Hang on. Let me check.
Because I always thought it was telepathic.
Nope, it's verbal.
Is it?
Verbal, somatic, and material.
Ooh. So he's reaching for a copper wire and.
Wait.
Wait a minute. I'm
Eh.
not using sending. I'm sorry. I mean message. Message is the cantrip. Sorry.
Message.
Message.
That's so short of a distance.
Isn't it? I thought you could use that.
It's 120
No.
feet.
No, that's within like 120 feet.
Then sending is the spell. Then that's probably why it's on here already like that. Then let me see.
You know, though, that is an interesting point, though, about like he has to say shit.
Oh yeah, he'll speak it.
Can I make it so he doesn't? Like, can I cast a spell?
Ooh, cast silence?
Yes!
Yeah, I haven't prepared.
We're gonna do initiatives here first because it's gonna be a race between you three essentially.
Oh.
I mean,
But
I would attempt to cast silence as well.
Oh, you may beat me. Not even make
We
it.
are-
You should beat me.
we are all going to do initiative rolls. So let me hold on. There we go.
Say when.
You guys are good. I'm just trying to get this token updated with their actual stats so I can run this.
About time.
Jesus, fuck,
Fuck
that's high for me. Also,
yes.
good job, Skyborn. Cronus!
Fuck yeah! Look at these fucking numbers!
We were itching.
Oh yeah.
Look, I have a +0. That is good
That
for
is
me.
a good roll for you.
So probably going last.
But, I mean, we don't know.
Especially since Nidel's the one who cast the thing, but also Cronus goes first, so.
We hope.
So, did Nidell cast a spell?
He's
What
in-
level
He's
is that?
He's attempting to, and it depends on what actual spell it is.
Okay.
Get their kernel there quick. Okay. This is all kind of exploded. So, Cronus, you act first as you see, or you all are seeming to react at the same time as he starts to say a spell. Caligra seems poised to respond as as they've been talking telepathically this time. What would you like to do first, sir?
I'm going to cast silence over
Okay.
top of both of them.
Okay, go ahead and what is that? A spell?
Well, it's my key point, but yeah.
Is it a spell ability though? Like when you use your
Oh,
key point,
yes.
it'll let you cast a spell. Okay. Let's see here.
Here, I'll just do it so you can see the spell. I did not cast it, but it does that.
Okay.
Oh, I'm immune to thunder damage.
What does somatic mean again?
Hands.
You need your hands free. Or material just means you either have an arcane focus or the actual material. Unless it has a money value, and then you need the actual material.
go ahead, Cronus. So you cast that, and it's a 20-foot radius sphere, so that will cover both of them. Put these shapes again here. And how do you keep it just so it? Oh, there you go, linger. There you go. So I imagine you want 20 foot, right?
Maybe I'll scooch it over a little bit.
Hold on, let me move this to the map layer, and then move this.
We have a 20-foot radius circle. I can just pull out.
That well, I think that's what I just did here, but I don't know how to move it.
No, like the tokens that you made.
Yeah.
That thing.
What about them? That works perfect. So there you go. Well, I assume you don't want to capture yourself, so there you go. And that's a sphere. Got it. Okay. Anything else for your turn?
I will start moving behind the group to
Alright.
just like obscure the vision of me. I know it's not doing anything, but
And that stays there for a while, correct?
10 minutes.
Okay, got it.
Unless I lose concentration on it.
Okay. Skywar, what would you like to do? Oh, go ahead and move your tokens. We're going to use this map as the map. Right. Oh, by the
Alright.
way, some other visual cues. As this happens, you see some of the illusion of the room start to evaporate, and the lamp that's over the back in the back, highlight or highlighted with a fire, you see him kind of vanish a little bit. You still see all the fire and the architecture of the room, but the lamp now has become a tinier version that now hangs on the hip of Calligra.
Bitch.
Alright, I
Yeah,
want to cast Fairy Fire on both of them. So they need to make a deck save.
Alright, deck saves, deck saves. Calligra. Alright. 18 and 22.
22 passes.
What?
Okay.
Who was the 22 for?
22 was for Nidell.
Do we want to use a fate token to make him reroll?
Yeah, sure. Let's go for it.
We're using one.
And what does Fairy Fire do again?
It gives people that are attacking them have advantage, and when they go invisible, we can still see them.
Baby sparkly.
So you're going to use a fate token?
Yeah, we're going to use a fate token to have him re-roll.
Got it. 23.
God, okay, that's fine. I got one of them. So.
Yep.
Okay, I'll mark your Fairy Fire with a little net, I guess. Okay, is that in your turn?
Um,
You can move your token around the room as well if you'd like. And you feel free to use the white space too. I just couldn't really get a great battle map, so this room is really the inspiration.
yeah, I'm going to move right here.
Oh, up to him. Okay.
Yep.
All right. As you do that, he is going to use a legendary action. Whoa. And fly up 60 feet up into the air.
All right, attack of opportunity.
Go for it. He actually is like flying right through the middle of this like hologram that's still floating in the middle of the room.
It will do. Ignore the
Ooh.
+2. So 23 to hit
23 to hit. 23 hits.
for 20. What is that? 20 acid damage. And
Okay.
let's put. I want to put the cosmic damage on.
Go for it.
I can't remember. Is it 2 or 3?
You have both
one
keys?
key.
You have
I
one
got
key,
one key.
so it's 2d6,
Two.
2d6, yeah.
Okay. Additional 7 cosmic damage.
All right. All right. Anything else with your turn? Oh wait, sorry.
That was my
legendary
reaction.
action. All right, and then you know what? Caligra is going to. Let me just look at her real fast. She is going to stare daggers at you, Skybor. And I need you
Okay.
to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Is she doing something that requires verbal?
Oh, her eyes just have a mesmerizing glare to them.
Ah, okay. So wisdom save?
Yep.
17.
You are now under the effect of charm until her next turn. Oh, I'm sorry, until your next turn.
Okay.
Okay. That is gonna be her. Bring us back to her. Oh, sorry, Sleep. It's your turn. I do that all the time.
Okay. I will move. And what are the sides of the like
What are the what? I'm sorry.
the sides of the room?
There's some pillars with some gilded, like some gold, but there's some cracks going through some of the pillars. But there's some lamps that light up, intermittently on some of the pillars around the room. There are pockets of shadow. You can also find some rocks and boulders along the sides of the room. You're still kind of right in the center of the room, right? Did you want to go move somewhere or move to the edge? Or what are you trying to do?
We can't hear you if you're talking.
We're all having internet issues, it seems.
Apparently.
Hello?
There we go.
There you are.
Yes.
Okay. So I moved 25 feet to the right.
Okay. You're still a ways
So I'm
off
trying
on
to
the
get
side of the room, but you're right kind of like near the end of the table now.
yeah. I'm trying to get to the edge where there's stuff for me to hide behind and everything.
Okay. So you're shooting
And
your
then
short bow at who?
at Nidell,
Okay.
60 feet up, I got a
You got-
24.
You hit him. Go ahead, roll damage.
But that is not a sneak attack, correct?
Correct.
Because there's nobody by him and I'm not hitting stuff. But it is cosmic
Correct. Yep.
and it is frost for my frost bow.
Yes.
Okay.
Unless you've changed your string, but
No, I never changed it. They're tieflings. I'm going to use frost.
okay.
And then I have an arrow +1, so that gives me +1 to damage. So that's 8 and 10, and 1 is 11. And it's just 1d6 for the cosmic, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So it's 10, 8, 19.
19. Okay. Perfect.
And then I will stealth hide 24.
All right. Wait, you're kind of okay. Yeah, you can duck behind the underneath the edge of the table because you're right at the end of it. Perfect.
I can also hide if, let's see, where is it? I have to find it. You can attempt to hide even when you are obscured by only by a creature that is at least one size larger than you. But if he's up in the air, I'm not obscured by Skybore.
And you're well. I'll give you the stealth roll because you are underneath, like by the table and
Okay.
dipping under the edge.
Yeah, I'm hiding under the chair.
Okay.
That's it for me.
All right. And let's see here. Give me 1 second. Bear with me. Bear with me. Okay, got it. Nidell is going to use 2 legendary actions to cast the spell he started casting, and he's going to cast Sending. And you hear him speak clearly. Fire. And you see at this time
no,
on
he's in
the
silent. He's in the silence.
No, he flew
No.
above it.
Oh, bitch! I didn't.
and at this point you see the image, the floating kind of holograph before you, start to the fortress start to kind of rotate and shift, and what looks to be almost like a twisted citadel tower starts to come out the top and start to fall over in a slow and deliberate manner, lowering itself down. It kind of looks like this trident of metal, of twisted metal and stone, protruding from the already massive flying castle of the evil empress, and you start to see purple arc energy start to spark and come alive upon the large weapon here. It starts to fire or like jump and arc larger and bigger between the different twists and bends and pike or I'm sorry points of the massive cannon, and eventually starts to get larger and larger and larger until it eventually erupts and explodes, streaking purple, bright purple arcane magic behind it, and it's heading straight to Glimmedir, and it slam right into the mountains. The stronghold's walls starting to collapse, and the mountain starts to fall down. You see some of the big dwarven statues that were standing side by side. One completely, you know, smash and demolish. The other one, almost kind of like half of it being standing. Um, you you see just kind of the shake and the smoke and the dust are coming from all the fallen stone and rubble, and Idel just smiles. It's Caligra's turn though now. So Caligra is going to fly up 60 feet up in the air as well. And she is going to cast. Let's see here. Where are you? He is going to cast. He's going to cast Dominate Person on you, Callie. So I will need you to make me a saving throw.
20.
Alright, you become charmed for up to a minute now.
Have an inspiration.
I do not.
Do you want a fate token? Is it worth it at this point?
It might be. How many do I have?
7.
Yeah, as well. Everyone cool with that?
Sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
26.
You overcome the effects of the spell, and Klieger looks very, very angrily at you. That you kind of overcame it. That is an action. Let me double check. That's going to end her turn. Bring us to Lorna McKinley.
Hi. So clarification question. I'm guessing that was not the life drain or vitality drain.
No, that was just a normal dominate person spell.
Awesome.
I will just out of fairness, I will let you and Callie know
Awesome.
or when they're using those abilities that you can nullify.
Cool. Yeah, seeing that image of Glimnadir being just pulverized, she goes into a frenzied rage, and she starts screaming as she's running, and then it just cuts out, and then it pops back in because she flies up to Nidell and goes behind him there.
Your flying speed again?
Let me double check.
Same as your running speed.
I have 40 feet of movement.
So he's 60 feet up in the air. So you
60
probably,
feet?
yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Did we not learn these two are fuckers already?
Yeah.
Who don't like to stay on the fucking ground? Or anywhere near it?
Well, if you could fly, would you? Wait, you can't fly.
For a minute.
Okay.
All right, so you're about 20 feet away from him, but you are, hovering below him at the moment.
Okay. Then she's going to stick. She's gonna stab him or throw the javelin of lightning.
Okay, go for it.
Like she was originally intending to do. It's been so long since I've played. Okay. Yeah, she's just gonna throw it, and he doesn't have a thing. So. Oh! I'll put my
Easel.
cosmic
You
on that.
You sure you want to use cosmic there? You can hold
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, I think you should.
So that's
For
66
funsies. Plus.
plus 4, because I forgot my rage on there.
And cosmic.
That is cosmic. So,
There you go.
calculator. 11, 12, 20, 15, 22, 80 points of damage?
Holy shit.
She is livid. She is going to
And not done.
pulverize him. Yeah, and not done. That's her first turn.
Let me just think super quickly.
Huh?
About what?
About ways to keep my bad guys alive.
Why?
Um,
This is the natural
because
order of
can't make
things.
I can't make it simple. Let's see here. Okay. So how much damage? I'm sorry, total.
80?
All right.
To be fair, so he had his first get out of jail free card the first time,
He did. This is their second attempt,
so it's okay.
and he doesn't
Let him
have
go.
a fucking dragon this time
No. Yeah.
that he brought back again.
See that? I see that. All right.
Yeah.
That ends your turn.
No.
Oh, go! Oh shit! There's more.
There's more.
All right.
No. I'm just gonna throw a regular ass javelin because I don't have anything else.
All right.
Yeah. No, you know what? Yeah, that's still.
We
more
should be
damage.
Baldur gating this, where we just give Lorna weapons. Be like, here, you can throw this, right?
Oh, there's my counterbalance. That's that one.
That one misses, however. Anything else?
That is her turn.
All right. Kaligra.
Skyboard is now impaled.
No, don't say that. He's done it before. You know this.
Kaligra's turn.
You mean
Double check
Nidell?
I'm sorry, legendary action for Kaligra.
Bitch!
She is going to use 2 legendary actions to cast a spell. Let me double check the dimensions here.
You're so lucky we don't have a spellcaster now that can do counterspell.
Oh, wonderful.
I considered making one just for funsies, and then I realized this was a little more entertaining for me. And
I
y'all
love
need
it.
a fucking healer.
Yes. We love it.
Hey, is this only...
Probably.
Oh, Tim. Okay, so 100 some feet. Okay. How tall? Oh, 10 feet tall. Everyone has. I don't think that's gonna work well because you guys can fly and teleport. She knows all that.
You hate it when reason ruins a good plan.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I want to change what she's doing, because that's... I was going to do that spell, but that doesn't make sense now. Lorna, can you be charmed, or is that Cronus that can't be charmed?
No, I can't be.
Both.
Yep.
Okay.
Cronus can end it.
You guys are just so clever. Let me do... 20 feet below them, too. That's just out of range. Damn. I'll find something clever here, I promise. Okay, Lorna, she is going to target you.
Okay.
You see her already red burning eyes kind of become a little inky around the cornea of the eye as she starts to cast a familiar spell of eye bite at you.
Oh.
I will need a wisdom saving throw, please.
I totally got this, you guys. 21?
That was pretty good, but it was still a miss.
Ugh.
So you are under the effect of sickened. The target has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. At the end of each of your turns, you can make another wisdom saving throw, and if you succeed, the effect ends.
Yay!
Well,
Yay!
Yay!
she has fairy fire on her, so it will even out.
That is true. And
That said, I also forgot to take the layer's turn.
bitch.
Oh, good. Layer action.
Yay!
I was wondering who the fuck that was.
What the fuck is it? Where the fuck are my layers?
I don't know, it kind of just sounds like the cave said nuh-uh. It's on our side now.
Oh, there it is. I don't know why I did not make this a heading. So I can actually find it. Alright. You're on the ground still, Callie, right?
Yep. I have only succeeded on a wisdom save. That is all I've done this turn so far.
Alright. You start to see kind of the lamp on Kaligra's hip start to kind of emanate magic from it, and it's palpable. You can see it almost like the air around it starts to ripple, and it's affecting this very space that it occupies. As it releases a pulse across the chamber of the room, you will see several of you will see apparitions appear before you. Give me wisdom saves, everyone.
Cool.
Yep.
The fuck?
So, Cronus, you're the only one that passes. Everyone else.
Mine's a 20.
Yours is a 20?
Yeah, because I have the halfling thing. Let's see.
Halfway thing. I thought that was only if you rolled under a 10 or something.
No, that's reliable talent.
Right.
That doesn't work for saves. Half the
Saves.
things are if you roll a 1.
I do that.
Yeah.
I do that every time. I forget that it's
Right. So the only person that passed the save is Cronus. Each of you see an illusion of a person that you know very familiar and well, and you believe it with all your heart that they just appeared out of nowhere, and they tell you foreboding news about what is happening across the world of Fantasia, especially what has happened in Glimmerdeer in the Western Kingdoms that are kind of bringing it in. Until the end of everyone's next turn, those that failed, you all will have disadvantage on attack rolls until the end of your next turn.
I already got that, bud.
Yep,
Yay.
you got double disadvantage. Nidel's turn here.
2 wrongs
I
make
don't.
advantage?
I don't think that's how that works. Okay. He is going to initiate his aura. Again, I make it so that I can see it. That's not that one ability.
Cool.
How big is it?
It is a 30-foot radius aura.
And he's 30
Well-
feet in the air?
He's 60 feet in the air.
Oh, 6 feet in the air. So this is on the ground. It doesn't do shit to.
So Lorna's the only
It just
one.
affects Lorna.
So, just take
Ah!
all the shit for you.
Take
guys.
that
It's
for
fine.
going 60 feet up in the air.
Yeah, yeah,
To be fair, you just hit him with a pretty heck of a haymaker.
yeah.
So he is also going to fly.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
He's not going to fly anywhere. He's going to stay
Mhm.
right You know what? He is going to fly. What's the radius of that?
I'm assuming if he flies 30 feet down, he has to pass Lorna.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like a good move.
He flies 10 feet higher.
How high are
Big
the
is the ceiling of this place.
That's fine.
Apparently more than 70 feet.
So
Apparently.
it's not as big as it's not as big as the aviary. It's about 100 feet.
It's still massive.
We're in a cave of wonders.
Uh-huh.
All right. Let's see here. That is his turn. His attack. That brings us to Cali Storm. What would you like to do? You are
That is a
charmed,
good question.
right? Or no, you passed your charm, right?
No, I am
Oh.
have disadvantage, but I'm not charmed.
She has commanded you to attack your closest ally, which
I passed that.
Oh, you did pass that.
Yeah. We used fate.
Oh. What did she do? What is going on with you? I can't recall what has been done to you now.
I got the disadvantage everybody else has right now.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, yep.
I was like, no, I passed that. Fuck, what the hell am I gonna do this bitch? Fuck it. Guiding bolt? Okay.
Yeah.
19 because she has fairy fired, so it's a straight hit.
Yep. So, wait, why can't I see it? There it is. 19. You're shooting at Nidell or at Caligra?
Caligra. She seems more of an issue at the moment. Lorna's got him down.
That misses for now. Anything else?
Ow.
I don't know. She's a cleric, and you guys surprised me with all sorts of other kind of cool tricks you can do.
She's cleric? Huh. Wasn't what I pictured her as.
Thought she was or maybe I got the wrong class.
He's talking about you.
Oh, I'm a cleric, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought the
Alright.
how was. No, that's it. For now. No, fuck it. I'm getting wings and going like 20 feet up in the air.
20 feet up? Okay. You're still outside the 30-foot radius. All
That
right.
was part of the plan.
All right. That is your turn. It's going to bring up Nidell and Caligra's legendary actions, as Nidell is going to... He's going to use 2 legendary actions and look at you, Lorna. And you see the purple, kind of glowing from his eyes glow even brighter. And I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Why is it always fucking wisdom? Yeah, no.
Alright. You will take 4d10 necrotic damage, and you'll have disadvantage on your next saving throw.
Am I resistant to necrotic? No.
That's 27 points of necrotic. That is going to end his legendary action. Caligra's legendary action. She is going to... You know what? She's going to use her movement to fly over and down toward... Wait, did you fly up to him? Right, Lorna?
I'm not up to him yet.
Yeah.
I'm 40 feet in the air.
No, she's not going to go up that close to you then. Where is she? She is going to use 2 legendary actions to fire a spell at you, and you're familiar with it. It's Eldritch Blast. That's 3. Actually, I'm sorry. That's a cantrip's one action. Here you go. So here goes 1, 2, 3, 30, 32, and 31, with one of those being a critical.
I wonder. I wonder if those hit.
It
Actually, real
is.
quick, how many actions have they used so far in this turn?
Caligra just used her. Let's see here. She used one.
She cast Eye Bite.
She cast Eye Bite with 2 actions, and this is a cantrip, so this will be her last action. Nidell just got his actions back, but he just used 2 of them up.
Okay.
But yeah, keep me honest. I appreciate it. So, 13, 22. That's 28 points of force damage for you, Lorna.
Okay.
And that is going to bring us to Cronus. Cronus, I almost called you Cronus McKinley.
I mean,
Cronus,
me too.
Not yet. Not quite yet. We'll get there.
Go ahead, Cronus. What would you like to do?
Um,
Oh, wait, you have your Shadow Wolf with you, don't you, Skyward? I thought you got him out.
Yes.
Huh? Oh yeah, I forgot about them. He can't do anything.
Sure he can. He's moral support.
Support dog.
Yay.
I thought he had full health too, so you feel free to.
Our
unless I- unless I
emotional
press it.
support dog is a nature
I
spirit.
mean, he can't fly. He can't do that. I mean,
He has both buffs for you as your companion. He's got a lot of things he can do to help you out. Besides bite. Cronus, sorry, what would you like to do?
so how far is Nadell in the air?
70.
Nidell is now 70 feet up in the air. Yep.
And
Or no,
how
no, no,
high-
no. He's 80 feet because he
No.
flew 20 feet higher.
No. He flew
'Cause-
10 feet higher.
Oh, because
Yeah.
you're 20 feet away. That's right. You are right. 70 feet high.
Okay. What's the rules on how high you can jump?
You won't be able to.
You can't jump that high.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's I still.
How
need to
high
know,
do you need to jump?
like?
It's
How high is my jump?
It is.
you're standing
Ah.
vertical. I mean, maybe.
You can. So when you make a long jump, you can cover a number of feet equal to your strength score. If you move at least 10 foot before that, if you're doing a standing long jump, you can leap only half that distance.
Oh, actually, when you make a high jump, you leap into the air the number of feet equal to 3 plus your strength mod.
So I can
Unless
jump
you move
23
10
feet in the air.
No, strength mod, not strength
Oh,
score.
okay. I was like, damn. Okay.
So 9 feet. You can jump 9 feet in the air.
No, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Or
say
let's see, if you
I
move
can
at
jump
least.
and then start my fly speed to increase my distance since my fly speed.
Wait,
is slower.
when you make a standing high jump, you can jump only half. Oh wait, that's if you move 10 feet. So if you like run 10 feet and then jump, you can jump 9 feet.
Oh, okay.
That's fucking stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'll just.
You can extend your arms half your height above yourself during the jump. So you can jump 12 feet if you put your arms up and run.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna matter. Okay. Yeah, I'll pull this eye out and I will do my first action and throw it at Nadell.
Go for it.
So 60 feet is my normal attack. Okay.
You're the one that passed the save, right? So yours is a straight roll.
Yeah, I was making sure distance-wise.
I got you.
– 24.
24. That hits for 10. Do you want to do cosmic?
No, not yet.
Okay,
Bonus action, I will teleport to the side.
go for
So
it.
now I am.
Right up against him.
Yeah, but I want to be where Skybor is since he's on the ground.
Okay, well, I'll just remind me that you are flanking with him over
Mhm.
Skybor's head. Oh well,
And
I
then-
guess once Lorna gets up there, you'll be flanking.
Yeah.
In like 5 seconds.
And then second attack would just be the melee portion. I'm gonna assume that misses. Inspiration's just a reroll, right?
Reroll. Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, go for it.
No, well, that one hits.
Okay.
Crap, where is it? Alright, for the damage, I'm also gonna activate my bonus lightning.
Go for it.
So for the next minute, I'll get this. So 8 lightning, and then 12 more cosmic.
12, 20, 28. Oh, I'm sorry, the 16 misses. So 20. So wait a minute. Oh, the lightning on top of it. Got it. 21, 29, 41, 51. 51 points total. Jeez, old Pete's.
And then I will use a key point for stunning strike.
Go for it.
So, con save.
I'll save. Let me do
Where
that. Save.
Nope.
21.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, wait, there. You're not disadvantaged. Yep, go ahead.
I gotta remember exactly how this goes. 8 plus 6. I'm wearing the belt, so it should be 20. So my con save would be 20.
He's 21.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
All right. It's your turn. If I'm remembering correctly, Kalira is out of actions. Nigel does have one action left. Let me see. Does he use it? You know what? Oh shoot, you're too far away, Skyboard. Damn it.
That's your fault.
Come
I mean,
down. Join
I mean,
me.
Oh, come on down.
sounds like a lot of these problems can be fixed by
Oh,
not
yeah.
being 60 feet in the air.
Yeah.
By letting you all fight and be together rather than spreading you guys out.
Oh, also,
Let's
real
see.
quick, I would have dropped silence, knowing that it's a useless thing to have right now.
I gotcha. Okay. Let's see. I'm not gonna do that. Let's see. What's your? He is going to use Eldritch Blast on. Going to use a legendary action to. You guys are spread out decently. So what does he want to do?
I believe that was part of your plan, wasn't it?
Yeah. I have to be very selective. Oh, I can't do that with a one action. For one, you know what he'll do is he's going to use his teleportation stuff and you see him blink out of your view for just a moment. It moves him about 15 feet. He just moves about 15 feet away from you through blinking. Skyward, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
All right. Since silence has been dropped, I'm
He's about
I
70
wanna
feet
do-
up in the air from you, still.
yeah. I mean, I ain't got nothing for that. So, I mean, I have something that might work, but I got other plans. So I want to do mass cure wounds because that's like the only range healing spell I got that doesn't use concentration. I'm gonna cast it at. Yeah, I'll cast it at 6th level. Why not?
Okay.
So that Lorna should heal up. Was that 18 heals? And anyone within 60 feet of me that is missing some health, you get 18 more.
Thank you.
Nice. Anything else?
No, because spellcasters are very screwed on the whole bonus action. So I'm just gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, I'll go there. That's turn.
Great. Salim, what would you like to do, sir?
All right, I'm going to move. These squares are 5 each?
Yep.
Okay. To there. And, well, I got to shoot first so I can count it as being hidden. Correct? I was
Sorry,
hidden.
You're hiding, and now you're shooting from where you're hiding?
Yes.
Yep, go for it. You got sneak attack.
Disadvantage.
Depending on your range, unless your range
Well,
says...
it's disadvantage because I saw something in front of me.
Yep, that's right. Yep,
The range.
you failed the lamp thing.
13.
Wait, which one are you shooting?
13
I
misses.
don't.
A natural 1 on an attack
Oh,
is an
yeah.
auto fail.
I
I'm
know,
gonna
but if he
use-
was shooting not Nidell, it'd be a 30.
Also, you can re-roll ones.
You can re-roll once. You're
Yes,
a
I can.
halfling.
A disadvantage. So go ahead and re-roll your 1.
Okay, so if I shoot Nidell, it's at disadvantage. If I shoot the other one, it's not at disadvantage?
Correct.
You guys failed the lamp spell, correct?
Oh yeah, but
The-
she's
the layer
glowing.
action. No,
Yeah.
everyone in the room has disadvantage on all attack throws. It doesn't matter if it's
Except
against
for
Nidell or Caligra, except for Kern.
But she has Fairy Fire on her, which means all attacks have advantage. It
Advantage.
neutralizes. It
So
do-
it's
there's
just
no
like-
stacking.
I see what you're saying. So
Yes,
you said Nidell though.
you did.
Yeah.
So
So,
that's
I'm gonna shoot at Nidell. I'm re-rolling from my lucky.
okay. Go ahead. We'll just take the first one. 24. That's a hit. So
No, 14.
Oh,
No, you
I
don't
got
re-roll all of it. You re-roll that
You
one.
just the
Oh,
one
just
dice.
the one. Okay, so then it would. Let me take the.
24.
24 is your lower roll of the 24 and 30.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll damage plus your sneak. And
No.
And add
Not
sneak. I was hidden.
You have disadvantage though.
Yeah, because
That's
no
right. You
stick
can't
attack.
have sneak if you're if it's a. That's right. You have to have advantage or. that's
Gotcha.
Right. I completely didn't think about that. So yep. Go ahead and roll damage.
Wow.
Would love
11.
for you to do all of the damages, but
You want
Yeah.
Cosmic?
bitch.
Cosmic.
Cosmic's added in there. I got a 1.
Oh,
That's a rough go.
Yes.
And I think that is a perfect place to pause on Caligula's turn at the beginning of next session. I think I saw some people had some PTO or vacations or whatever coming up. I think we are. Oh no, Lorna, you're out next week, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I think I'm out the week after.
Oh,
you're off.
gosh.
It looks like the 15th. Is that right?
Oh, that's not the week after.
So
It's the week after. The week after.
I really don't want to do a big climactic battle without the entire group.
So we'll come back on the 8th.
Is everyone okay with coming back on the 8th?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, enjoy the entire 4th of July week then. I hope you guys had fun. I hope I evoked some strong emotions from each and every one of you.
I already have
The,
wins.
The only strong emotion I have is that every battlefield we go to, it's always really high ceilings. It's
I know.
ridiculous.
Yes.
Where is the 10-foot tall ceilings?
I mean, that does mean though we could have a bunch of call lightnings going on if we wanted to,
Ooh. That's a good idea.
because it's at least 100-foot ceiling,
Yep.
which is how much that spell needs.
Exactly.
I don't think flying creatures would set their trap in a very close quarter room. But I shall see you all on the 8th. Again, I hope you had a good time. I'll see you guys next time.